Next day they started before dawn. As soon as it was light, they could see the forest coming to meet them, waiting for them like a black frowning wall. Silence began to draw in upon them. "Well, here is Mirkwood," said Gandalf. "I hope you like the look of it. Now you must send back these excellent ponies. Beorn may be your friend, but he loves his animals."
"What about the horse, then?"
said Thorin.
"You don't mention sending that back."
"I don't, because I am not sending it."
"What about your promise, then?"
"I will look after that. I am not sending the horse back. I am riding it." Then they knew that Gandalf was going to leave them at the very edge of Mirkwood, and they were in despair. "It is no use arguing. I have some pressing business away south, and I am already late, and I am sending Mr. Baggins with you. I have told you before that he has more about him than you guess, so cheer up. Think of the treasure at the end, and forget the forest and the dragon, at any rate, until tomorrow morning. Goodbye to you all. Straight through the forest is your way now. Keep to the track. If you don't, 1,000 to 1 you will never get out of Mirkwood and see the long marshes. Never mind see the lonely mountain, or Smaug, though I hope he is not expecting you." "Goodbye, then," said Gandalf. Then they heard his voice come faintly. "Remember, don't leave the path."
"Oh, goodbye and go away,"
grunted the dwarves, angry and afraid at losing him. Now began the most dangerous part of all the journey. Each one shouldered his heavy pack and waterskin and turned from the light that lay on the lands outside and plunged into the forest. They walked in single file. The entrance to the path was like a sort of arch leading into a gloomy tunnel. There were queer noises, grunts, scufflings, and hurryings in the undergrowth. The nastiest things they saw were the cobwebs. Dark, thick cobwebs stretched from tree to tree. Before long they grew to hate the forest as heartily as they had hated the tunnels of the goblins. But they had to go on and on. The nights were the worst. It became pitch dark. Bilbo tried flapping his hand in front of his nose, but he could not see it at all. Well, perhaps it is not true to say that they could see nothing. They could see eyes. They slept all closely huddled together and took it in turns to watch. When it was Bilbo's turn, he would see gleams in the darkness round them, and sometimes pairs of yellow or red or green eyes would stare at him from a little distance, and then slowly fade and disappear. At times they heard disquieting laughter. Sometimes there was singing in the distance too. The laughter was the laughter of fair voices, not of goblins, and the singing was beautiful but eerie and strange. And so they hurried on. Bilbo was in deep thoughts of bacon and eggs and toast and butter, when he felt something touch him. Something like a strong, sticky string was against his left hand, and when he tried to move, he found that his legs were trapped. The great spider, who had been tying him up while he dozed, came from behind him. He could only see the thing's eyes, but he could feel its hairy legs as it struggled to wind its abominable threads round and round him. Bilbo attacked it before it could disappear, and stuck it with his sword right in the eyes. It went mad, and leapt and danced and flung out its legs in horrible jerks, until he killed it with another stroke, and then fell down and remembered no more.